Hello everyone, just a quick cage update. Instead of cleaning the cage out every 3 days, where I take out all the fleeces and pretty much all the hammocks and wash them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the fleeces and majority of the hammocks, apart from this fleece here, because I've figured out the girls don't like peeing everywhere. They won't pee in their hammocks. And they haven't really peed in their litter boxes either. They just pee on this fleece here. It's the smelliest thing ever. Everything else is clean. Their hammocks are clean. Everything is clean. And I have gone and made them new hammocks thinking, oh, I'll take out their other hammocks and put in the new ones. But I've decided, since their hammocks are completely bone dry and smell fragranced, like they were washed yesterday, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have more hammocks in there for them, so they have a more diverse sort of surrounding where they can just jump wherever they please, and they'll just use this for the peeing, because this is this is so smelly, and this has been in here for 2-3 days, I think. So I'll probably end up changing this, but I do currently have 2 rats sleeping inside here. Yeah, there's a rat here somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna just make that cage more hammock crazy. Even though they really don't sleep in their hammocks. They like right now they're sleeping where they're peeing. But hopefully they'll start getting used to sleeping in hammocks. Like I've now put a hammock by here, which Luna is demonstrating. I've also got a hammock in the corner by there. So I guess it's mainly for when they decide to push out their litter. I have something that can kind of catch the litter so I don't have to brush everything up. And yeah, I got there 2 double deckers or bunk beds or 2 hammocks, whatever you call it. Another hammock at the back, and then a fresh new hammock at the front. So, and their Sputniks behind there, and their box and their chinchilla bathhouse. So yeah, that's everything. I think it's a lot better for them. It's a bit more crazy. And I'll try and do the hammock and big pan washing every week. But then obviously that will be added in twice a week, because that needs to be cleaned out twice a week. And that's everything. So that's my little update. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly what I do in regards to sewing. So obviously I have the fabrics together, the good sides are together, and then I start sewing. What I do is I do a back stitch at the top. I start stitching and then I back stitch over it. So obviously it's a lot easier if you have a sewing machine. That's why I bought one specifically for these rats. So yeah, and then you just start going with it. Sorry if this is really loud. And then I start doing the other side. So I'll go along this side, that side, and then back up on this side. But on this side, I will leave a small little opening between that bit and this bit, so I can pull it inside out or right side out. Okay, so I'm now at the bit where I need to leave a gap. So as you can see, this is where I started. This is where I've come to now, and I'm going to leave this bit open so I can pull it right side out. So if I just keep going a little bit more, then I'll back stitch it. So I pull on this thing, do a back stitch, and then forward again, and then I pull it out. So this is what it looks like right now. I need to cut off these scraggy ends before I pull it right side out. And here is the opening. Some people tend to leave it smaller than that, but any smaller and I feel like it's difficult and it starts destroying the stitch. Along with back stitching, I also tie the stitch up. So yeah, I'm going to now cut along the excess and then pull it right side out. Okay, so there's the excess cut off, as you can see. Now it's a lot closer to the stitching. Now I'm going to pull this right side out. So you take the hole and you start pushing everything through it, like so. Okay, now it's being pushed right side out. As you can see, the stitching is now on the inside, and there's the hole. I need to now stitch this hole back up, and then I am going to do a stitch around just to keep the fleece in place, because some people do say that the rats will tear them open unless it's stitched down. So I'm going to stitch it down just as a precaution. But yeah, this is the size of the hammock. It's not a big hammock really. You could probably fit 2 girls on there, 1 boy. But yeah, my girls don't really use hammocks much. It's more like they use these to get to where they want to go. So that's why I don't really bother making big ones, unless they're the tube hammocks or a honeycomb or something like that. So these simple hammocks I just tend to make small because they will not sleep in them. So yeah, I'm going to now stitch this bit back up and then stitch around here. Okay, so that's the hole now covered up. I'm just going to tie off this little scraggly end. I do a back stitch, as you can see, but I don't trust a back stitch to hold it all together really, especially in the washing machine. So that's why I also tie off the ends. Okay, so the end is now being tied off and done. Now I'm going to do a stitch around here just to keep the fleece in place and to hopefully prevent them from trying to bite it up. So what you do is you don't have to go right around the edge. You kind of like have to do like, I don't know, about 1 inch, 2 inches away from the edge. So it's more like a center sort of pattern around it. I just do a normal rectangle, just the same shape as the hammock around here. So I'll do that now. As you can see, it doesn't really have to be perfect. I never really try my hardest to this. So the only reason why I do it so far away is because I use this bit to then cut a hole into to put the loops through, so I can then hang it onto that cage. So yeah, with this, I don't do a double stitch. I just take the 2 threads that are sticking out and I will tie them together. Same thing on the other side, and then it's good to go. And that is their hammock. I've now tied off the ends, and yeah, that is it. It's a polyester hammock. I haven't used a cotton one. So yeah, I have this one, and I made one just now as well. So I've got 2. One's bigger than the other. That just happens when you don't have a ruler. So yeah, I'll put these into that cage, and obviously I won't do it now. But yeah, this is what I mean with the holes. I kind of need enough room to just cut a hole through. I have got a hole here and by here. So I will put the links in here and then link it onto the cage. I just need to cut holes into this one. So that's everything in regards to the sewing. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye!